Now the question comes, did I get duped or not, or am I just absolutely stupid? So there's a couple of examples of different Lego brand and off-brand sets I have right in front of us. So now, as you guys must know, I do love collecting Lego and building things in general, but I don't always go with the branded Lego brand. I usually branch off and try out many different things that I find good deals on. So to start off, you guys will see a few sets that might be similar and a few that might not be too similar. And the set here that I'm going to be talking about is the one that I just unboxed a few moments ago that I've reboxed to unbox on camera, if that makes any sense. So the number one issue I'm having here is mostly I shop and purchase all of my things on Amazon. And anytime I see a really good deal, I usually check it out, try to review it as much as I can, but if it's too good to be true, I usually just buy it and suffer the consequences later. So what we have in front of us are some things that you guys might know and some things you guys might not know. To the very rare of the table, we have the Volkswagen Beetle set by Lego, which is about a MSRP of $99.99 before tax and delivery. To the right, we have the Speed Champion set McLaren Senna. To the right, we actually have a miniature version of the Lego Beetle, but in just a very small form, which is also a licensed product by Lego. Now to the left in the rear we have the camper van, which is actually micro Lego. It's not branded by Lego, but it's basically what most people know by Nano Block. I'm not sure if it's a licensed Nano or unlicensed Nano because there is a lot of off-brand companies, but regardless, it's miniature Lego bricks that's not by Lego. And to the bottom left we just have a very small Lego branded city vehicle. It's not part of the Speed Champions line. It's not a marketed Volkswagen Beetle or anything like that. It's just, I believe, a poly bag with just a couple, maybe 30 or 40 pieces of Lego. So the other day I was doing some shopping on Amazon and I came across this guy right here, which I noticed looks identical to the Lego branded Beetle for $99.99. So the main difference is when I noticed this item, it was definitely not $99.99. And a lot of times the photos can confuse you and let you know what size it really is. Because on the photo that I saw, it looked like the real deal, except the price was $39.99. On top of that, there was a 10% off discount and of course a free Prime delivery. And on top of that, the piece count was the same as the Lego. And an additional triple bonus is that you could either build the Beetle or the special edition Caterham Idea set by Lego in a different color, which I thought was really cool. So the only reason I actually went and spent the money, which was around $40 including the delivery and everything, was to build it and to do an absolute side-by-side comparison to the Lego branded version of the Beetle and this $40, basically 60% off version of an off-brand that I've never even tried before called Dovob, D-O-V-O-B, or however you pronounce it. And I had just received the product just a few moments ago in the mail, and I noticed that they actually put it in the mailbox, which is very strange because when you pull out the box to the Lego Beetle, it is much larger. It's upon, well, like any creator set by Lego is, which is fairly large, almost the size of the table. And when I noticed the size of this, I noticed it is much smaller. Now, let me remind you, in the past I've built with normal branded Lego, which are normal size. I've built with off-brand Lego, which are the same size but just not branded by Lego and much cheaper. And I've also built with microscopic nano bricks, which are the tiniest bricks that you can buy on the market, which the smallest one is somewhere between 2 by 2 millimeters, which is very tiny. Those are the kind of bricks that I've been experienced to build with, but once I opened this, I was completely mind blown because right away I realized there's no way you can compact almost 1,400 Lego bricks, even if they're off-brand, into such a small package. And so once I started to open this, I realized I am either stupid, nor did I read the directions or instructions all the way, nor have I ever actually seen a product like this. This is definitely very, very strange, something that I've never seen in the last couple of years of collecting branded and off-branded Lego, Nano and off-branded Nano blocks, but this to me was definitely a pretty crazy surprise. Now at this point I don't know if I paid too much or too little for it. And another thing sparked in my mind that I know on Amazon you can sell off-branded Lego, but you're not allowed to flat out copy something and sell an exact version. That actually Amazon does not allow to do. So I was thinking to myself, something had to be up, and well, I was right, it was up. So when I realized this and I opened this package up, this is not Lego, or it's not even an off-brand of a Lego sized brick, nor is it Nano. It is something completely in the middle, which I have personally never ever seen in the past. I don't know if you guys have might seen this, but I personally have never seen it. I haven't built this yet. I plan to do a speed build video on it and let you know how the build process went on it. And at the moment, I can't even decide whether I want to do the VW Bug or do I want to do the Caterham. But at this point, I just wanted to show you the different bricks that do come in it. As I said, it's not even off-brand Lego size, nor is it Nano size. It's completely in the middle. So right before going ahead and opening this new box that I got, which I have no idea what this really is, I went ahead and grabbed a couple of Nano blocks, which are the miniature, super tiny building blocks, and I grabbed a couple of the Lego bricks. So to the left we have nano blocks, and also we have a few builds that were created with the nano blocks, which you guys can see. You have the little camper, another little hot rod, and we got just, I don't know if that's supposed to be Pac-Man or not, but anyways, I think it's called Pixel Face. But anyways, he's still pretty cool. And to the right we have basically the identical blocks but in Lego. So if you can tell to the right, those are all Lego bricks, and we have a few examples of what you can build out of real Lego bricks. So we have that tiny little Volkswagen Bug to the right, then we have the tiny little city car, which is very small but still made out of Lego bricks. Then in the back we have the McLaren, and of course if you could see the front end of the licensed Lego Beetle. So I wanted to just get a little bit of a comparison as far as the size goes. As I said, I've always been familiar to Lego, have built a lot with Lego, and truly enjoy building with Lego. The only reason I got involved into Nano, because before they were very cheap. And when I mean cheap, I mean like very cheap. Now I've been checking. I'm not sure if maybe they're gaining in popularity or what it is, but they are getting a little bit more expensive, which definitely I have not been buying as much. But when I did purchase this, we're talking very cheap. For example, the camper and the hot rod are both below $10, and I believe the happy face there in the back is probably below $5. Now they definitely about doubled in the price. But anyways, that's on a side note. When I officially first started building with the nano bricks, the miniature ones, it was very difficult because of course you could tell the difference right away. The one all the way to the left is one of the larger ones that it comes by nano blocks, and all the way to the right, that's actually one of the larger ones that come in Lego. And as you can see, a side-by-side comparison, it is a huge difference. So it's actually very difficult to build if you're using fingers. Now on the small project I was still using my fingers, and then as soon as I started getting a little bit better and I bought some larger models, including 4,000 to 6,000 piece models, I started learning how to use these right here. These are actually little pins, and it makes it much easier to actually grab onto them, pick them up, and place them. So once you learn how to do that, it definitely gets much easier and also funner. But anyways, back to the subject of the matter. This sort of, I don't understand what the hell this is. So As I said, I do know nano blocks to the left, Lego bricks to the right. It's a completely yin-yang difference. So this set that I purchased for right around $40, as I said, I was thinking to myself it was just going to be an off-brand Lego Beetle that I could literally just do a complete comparison what you pay $100 for and what you pay basically $40 for. But now after opening it, I started to realize, as I said, I don't know what the hell this is. So if you notice right here, this guy right here is a Nano, this right here is a Lego, and well, this is whatever the hell I got. Now, I also made sure to use the exact same size on all three, which is basically a flat 2x4 brick, so that way you could actually see a real comparison. So I'm not exactly sure um, how large this beetle is gonna come out to be. I definitely think it's going to be bigger than this guy right here because, I mean, it does have, after all, the same amount of pieces as that big one right there, but it's definitely not nearly going to be as large as the big one just because if you look at the size, you could definitely see at least about a 25% in decrease from the original Lego brick to whatever this little hybrid thing is. Now, I haven't built it just yet. I do plan to build it within the next couple of hours and also post a speed build video because I'm not sure if I'm going to be using this little guy right here or not because this honestly seems like you can use your fingers to build with it. So I'll probably try that out first. Now, if I'm unable to do it, then most likely I'm going to use these little guys I have in my hand. But to be quite honest, I'm very, very intrigued. I did not pay a lot of money for it. I mean, again, depending on how the product is going to be, if the bricks are actually going to go together and actually stay together, that's definitely my number one concern. But other than that, I'm thinking this could be actually pretty fun. On a side note, I don't think I've ever actually seen anything of this kind of size. As I said, I repeat myself, but normally you're either purchasing absolute miniature nano block size building blocks, or you're going with the Lego size, or of course the off-brand Lego size. In this case, I found something completely in the middle. It's about 25% not as big as the Lego, but about 25% more than the Nano. So the build should definitely be pretty interested. I'm trying to guess the size of the vehicle that it's going to be, and I sort of saw the real size of the rolled fenders of the Beetle, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be about 50 to 60% of the size of the actual Beetle. Now keep in mind this set is literally a mirror image of the Lego Beetle set, so it should be almost identical to, I mean, it will be identical. It's got the surfboard and a little lunchbox on the roof, so as far as the set and the pieces go, the count and the color and everything is absolutely the same. The only thing that's going to be different is going to be the overall size. So again, for me to let you know if this is a good product or not, I'm definitely have to jump on, start building it, and just see how the pieces fit together. But from what I'm seeing right now, it's gonna seem okay. I don't want to jinx it or I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but I don't think it's gonna be as tedious as building the nano blocks, nor do I think it's going to be as fun as building the Lego. I think it's going to be something right in between, but then again, I could be absolutely wrong in case these bricks don't even go together, number one. Or number two, it might even be much funner than Lego. Again, I don't know. I'm not going to jump the gun and say exactly how I feel until I physically get behind it, start opening the bags, and actually take a look at the manual and start the actual process. Again, I haven't really decided if I'm going to do the Beetle yet or the Caterham. If you guys have any ideas, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments below to think which one I should do. I sort of think it'll be cool to do the Beetle just to have an absolute side-by-side comparison because it's going to be the same color. Everything's going to be the same. It's just going to be a little bit smaller. But at the same time, the Caterham might look cool because the one that I have at the moment is basically a yellow color on black stripes and black rims. So this might be a little bit different. It might be a little bit cooler. But I believe that it's better to compare something exactly the way it is. So I'm definitely pulling more to do the actual Beetle over the Caterham. But that's at the moment. Again, if you guys think the Caterham seems a little bit cooler to do, I might actually build both. Again, if this is a decent product, and again, for paying about $40 for this, for 1,300 pieces, that's definitely not a bad deal, even if it's a little bit smaller than the Lego. And to be quite honest, if I find this to be quite a fun build, then I might just purchase another same exact box and build the the Beetle and the Caterham. But at the moment, I'm definitely a bit surprised. I was not expecting this. I definitely expected some kind of this can't be real type of deal, because again, I bought it from Amazon, and again, Amazon does allow off-branded sets, but not complete generic copies. If you want those, you got to go on some much different websites to purchase them. As far as myself, I do about 100% of my shopping on Amazon because, well, when you're a Prime member, you definitely get the perks as far as no deliveries, and if you have any problems, you could send it back without a question. So at this point right now, I'm definitely not going to be sending anything back just yet. I am definitely going to open everything up and start to build it and basically see how it goes. And I will make sure to post my video of the speed build as soon as I get it done, and as soon as I'm done with it, I'm definitely going to put it right next to the Beetle, give you my thoughts as far as what I think of the build, and at the end of the day, is it a good bang for the buck? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was some kind of interest to you, because as I said, to me, after collecting Lego for so long, I definitely have not seen anything like this before, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.